using them. Jesus is leading more and more of his people into mission where they live, work, study, and play. I believe Jesus has called each of his followers in a way that would meet every need in every community if only they had a way to locate that calling. If you are sensing God's summons, if you are hearing Jesus calling you to become more, then this book is for you. Find Your Place provides a helpful language and a clear and proven pathway for you to locate and take a next step in your calling. Find Your Place is filled with stories of people, just like you, who have moved from simply volunteering in a church to joining Jesus in his mission, extending the influence of their churches into their communities and around the world. Rob Wagner and Brian Phipps have made the pursuit of personal calling practical and attainable. They had you in mind the whole time they were writing this book. Rob and Brian are proven practitioners who have mobilized hundreds and even thousands of people to locate their callings and make the kind of impact for which they were recreated. I wish this book had been available while I wrestled with my calling. I was a nuclear engineer with a successful and satisfying career. In many ways, I was living the American dream, but my success fueled a discontent that left me longing for significance. I spent 2 full years before reluctantly taking a next step, and then another decade journeying to find my place. My passion for starting healthy new churches continues to increase, and I now spend most of my energy engaged in a wide range of leading-edge and pioneering initiatives aimed at helping catalyze movements of healthy, reproducing churches. Before discovering my calling, I never could have imagined doing what I'm doing now. Discovering our calling opens new and exciting doors into the future. I cannot imagine what life would be like had Jesus not led me to locate my calling. I cringe at the thought of potentially spending a lifetime pursuing success while missing out on the life Jesus meant for me. You're probably listening to this book because you want to be a good steward of the life Jesus intends for you to take hold of. Rob and Brian's book will help you discover and engage your calling. Lean into it. Work through their exercises. Prayerfully anticipate what God will reveal to you as you journey through this gem of a resource. The Spirit of God, the same Spirit who hovered over the darkness at creation, the same Spirit who raised Jesus from the dead, the same Spirit who changed your life, is still hovering over the recreation that is you, waiting to show you the gifts he has deposited in you, waiting to help you see the passions that he has instilled in you, waiting to show you the next step in your story. As the Spirit's power enters the depths of your soul, fusing your daily life with your eternal purpose, an awakening will stir within you that will cause you never to settle for less again. Join me in the journey that is living on mission with Jesus through your calling. Enjoy this book and enjoy the ride.
Introduction. 3 years ago, my family and I set out on a journey. Cue high-pitched singing, follow the yellow brick road. After 20 years of living in South Bend, Indiana, we left what was safe and predictable, launching out to relocate in Kansas. Some saw it as a harebrained adventure. Our 2 oldest daughters, Maddie and Whitney, were transitioning into high school, and it was not a good time to uproot them. They led a pitchfork uprising over the move. On top of that, my wife Michelle is a freelance writer, and she had just hustled her way into writing positions for 3 successful regional magazines. This had not been easy, and it was not something she was ready to walk away from. Our youngest, Belle, was the only one in the family ready to make the trip. I had no reason to leave either. I was on staff at one of the most influential churches in America, surrounded by people we loved and had shared our lives with for a long time. Many in the congregation likely assumed that in a few years I would be the lead pastor. If vocational ministry were simply a career path to be managed, staying in my pastoral role would have been a no-brainer. Yet here we were, with our house in South Bend unsold, on the yellow brick road, otherwise known as I-72, headed west to begin a new life in Kansas City. Michelle was driving our yellow Jeep, accompanied by our 2 dogs, Maury and Ellie. I was stuffed into the minivan with the rest of our gang, a couple miles ahead of Michelle. We had never made this drive before and didn't know the way.